Welcome all JEE Mains 2023 aspirants. With your exam starting tomorrow, I wanted to discuss few of the important, points, things to be kept in mind, last minute preparation tips, everything you needed to know before appearing for the JEE Mains 1 examination. So first, we'll have a look at the interface. This is how your interface will tentatively look like. So I'm going to discuss in detail about the interface. So you'll be seeing your name, your slot name, and this is the important part where you'll be able to see your time. This shows the time remaining. Ensure that once you get the questions and the options like this, you have to select the options. So these are the options here. So once you select the correct option, which you feel it is right, so you will be seeing a dot kind of a thing, a black dot or a radio symbol kind of a thing once you do that. And after that, it is very important for you to click on save and next. So the thing is, only if you click on save and next, your answer will be saved. Last year, we have observed many students felt that, they felt that they wrote a lot of questions, but those marks were not reflected. That is because you haven't, the students would have clicked on mark for review and next. So it's very important for the students to click on save and next. And if your option got saved, you will be seeing a green color symbol like this. So here, if you see here, this is a red color symbol shows that it is not answered. And if the purple color shows marked for review, and the purple with green showed that you answered, but it is marked for review. That means it hasn't not been submitted yet. So if you're sure of the answer, you need to click on save and next. Please don't use any other buttons, right? Like submit or escape button or close button, because you are not supposed to use any other screen apart from the exam which is appearing on front of your computer. So if you want to scroll more, then you can use the scroll option here. So that is also given to you here. So, these are some of the things you need to get familiar with the exam. Of course, sparkacademy students, you have already written a lot of mock tests as well. So I think you are aware of what is mark for review. You should use mark for review only if you're not sure and if you want to come back to those questions, right? So that is the thing. So I hope the buttons part are clear to everybody. So please use save and next. And if you want to review, then you have to click on mark for review and next. So that is the thing here. So you will also be seeing the, this is the palette. You'll be able to see, how many questions you have answered, how many you have not answered, how many you have marked for review, right? So this is also mentioned here that if you click on answered and marked for review, so if by mistake the paper is submitted, that will still be considered for evaluation. As I told you, if you only click on mark for review, if you save and click on mark for review, then it won't be considered, right? So please ensure you click on save next if you're sure. Try to use mark for review very sporadically. So I would suggest just use save and next and mark for review and next. Only use these two buttons to avoid the confusion. So this is what I would suggest with respect to the interface. Now with regards to the things to carry, it's clearly mentioned in your hall ticket. Only your admit card. So your photo ID proof. So this should either be your Aadhar card, PAN card, or your school ID card and others like driving license if you are having, or passport. So try to carry one of these ID proof documents because they'll be checking your ID proof. A passport size photograph should be carried to the exam hall. So the candidates must be carrying a passport size photographs. So it must be the same photograph which you uploaded in the application form. So please carry that because you will be asked to paste the photograph in the attendance sheet. A ballpoint pen, a simple ballpoint pen you need to carry, and it should be a transparent pen. So it should not be any fancy pen because sometimes they don't allow it. So just carry, a couple of simple pens, working pen. Check that you are carrying a pen with complete ink. And you can carry water in a transparent bottle. So, this kind of bottle is not allowed. The bottle which I have, this is not a transparent bottle. A transparent bottle is a bottle where, anybody can see that water is there inside that. So, this kind is not allowed. And if you're a physically handicapped student, that certificate. Calculators, watches, phones, jewelry, nothing of that sort is allowed. So wear simple clothes, right? And just be at the center at least 2 hours before the exam center, before your slot, so that you are ready for the exam. Because last year also we have seen that many of the students were not allowed to the exam hall at all because they were not on time, right? Even 1 minute after the reporting time, you're not allowed. So as I told you, these are some of the last minute tips. Don't change your tab. As I told you, you have to only look at the screen which is there. You don't try to change the screen. Offline mode, this time what they're doing is, last year because there were a lot of technical glitches which were there, this year they have said that, we still don't know how true it is, but they have said that in the offline mode, that means even if there's some internet connectivity issue at your center, you will still be able to answer the paper. It's still a computer-based test, but the internet connectivity issue which was faced in many of the centers, that won't be there this time. That means what? Once you see the screen, the question paper is automatically downloaded. And as I told you, you need to click on save and next. Only if you click on mark for review, that option won't be saved. So please click on save and next to save your answers. And as I told you, aim for an accuracy of 85%. Attempt the paper in 2-3 rounds. So don't get stuck on any question. Ensure that, if you're not sure about any question, if you're not able to get the idea in the first 30 seconds, 1 minute, move on. If you feel, you're close to the option or something, then, you can mark for review. If you're sure of the answer and move on. So again, so since it is tomorrow, so those who are writing the exams on, 30th or 1st, you still have time, so you can give a couple of more mock tests. So guesses only if you are stuck with only 2 similar options. If you feel that it is between 2 options, then you can take a guess. If you don't have any idea, don't take a guess. Look for trap options, close options, because we saw that even in last year, there were a lot of close options. So you need to be very careful when solving. Always start with the easiest subject. Last minute, you can just refer the formula sheets, flashcards. Some of the formula sheets are available in our Telegram group. You can join and watch. And again, you minimum of 40 to 50% of the score will give you at least the qualifying mark. So you should be at least at 60-70% of the total. So around 180-200 is the sweet spot for getting a good rank. So finally, I would say stay calm, stay focused, don't panic. Take one question at a time, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. I know you have all put in effort. Generally, we see that if you put in effort, the result will automatically come. So you just have to stay focused. Right, reach your exam center pretty early, and if you have any other last minute queries, you can feel free to contact us. So yep, so these are more or less the points which I wanted to discuss. So on this note, I would like to wish all the students the very best for your JEE Mains 1 examination. I'm sure all of you will do well, you'll give your best. And if you're getting any query or any issue with your system or any infrastructure issue, you have to contact your invigilator immediately. Thank you guys, and we will see you with the analysis videos also shortly. Thank you, and please take care.